Welcome to Vinyasa. Today we're going back to basic, meaning we're doing some sun salutes A and B, and then of course adding on to that. So move with your breath. Vinyasa is all about a flowy movement, connecting your breath with your movement. Do what you can. If you need to adjust, do so. And if you want to skip a vinyasa, no problem. Just listen to your own body. Started seated, cross-legged, comfortable position. So you want a straight, nice spine. If you need to, you can sit on a blanket. Shoulders over your hips, hands on your knees or in your lap. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One more time. And settle into stillness. Breathing in and out through your nose. Grounding your sitting bones into the mat. Maybe take a moment, scan your body briefly. Start deepening, lengthening your breath, starting your breath all the way from your belly, moving up through your rib cage, your chest, and exhale. A few more deep breaths here. And if you want to set an intention for your practice, please go ahead and do it now. Slowly open your eyes, interlace your hands behind your back, straighten your arms, chin to chest. Take a few breaths here. And if you want, you can move your hands from side to side, starting to warm up your body. And let go of your hands on your knees. Take your right ear to your right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. Inhale and exhale, chin to chest again. And then left ear to left shoulder. And inhale, head up, circle your shoulders forward and back. Opposite direction. Hands in front of you, and then move your hands out as far as you can. Relax your head. Maybe feel a good stretch in your hips. Walking your hands out to the right side, stretching the left side of your rib cage, waist. Inhale and exhale, walk to the middle, and hands in again. Switch your legs, same thing again. Inhale, exhale, walk forward. And walk your hands over to the left side. And come to the middle. And come over to all fours. Shoulders over your wrists, knees and hips align. Starting with a simple cat-cow pose. Inhale, exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, belly to the floor and look up. Press the floor away. Moving back and forth. See if you can do cat-cow, maybe a little different from what you usually do when you are in cat. And then move to Move with your spine, the bottom of the spine, moving all the way up to the top of the spine. And then rounding, start at the bottom, moving up again. We're moving like a wave. Maybe just do it a little bit different. One last inhale and exhale in this pose. And then knees together. Extend your right leg behind you. Hips are square to the floor. Inhale here and exhale around your back. Your knee come forward towards your forehead. Inhale, extend, and exhale, round. You can add in a ujjayi breath here too if you want, restricting the back of your throat. Sound like the ocean. And then extend your right leg again. Turn your right hip up and right foot to the floor. Version of side angle pose. Draw circles with your right arm if that feels good, or just keep your arm up or overhead. You can even follow with your eyes. And then straighten, elongate your right side here. And come down again. Knees together, extend your left leg behind you. Inhale, exhale, round your back. Your left knee comes forward this time. So straighten your leg and come forward with the knee. Adding the ujjayi breath again. Soothing, calming breath. Last time, inhale and exhale. Place your left foot to the floor, left arm up. And do whatever you did on the other side. Maybe circle with the left arm here. Follow with your eyes. And pause with your left arm overhead. Inhale and exhale. Come down to all fours and come to plank pose. Engage your core here and breathe. Coming all the way down. Tops of the feet to the floor, hands under your shoulders, elbows in, chin slightly tucked. Inhale, come up, cobra. Exhale, down. One more time. And then stay up in cobra. Opening your heart forward. Coming all the way down, tuck your toes, knees off the floor, plank. And first down dog. Pedal your feet out. Hips from side to side. And find stillness in the pose. Maybe your heels are off the floor, doesn't matter. You're still forming that V with your torso and legs. Shoulders away from your ears. Relax your head, your jaw. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, and walk or jump to the front of your mat. Feet hip width apart, head is relaxed. And inhale, roll all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Palms together over your head and hands in front of your heart center. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, cactus arms to your right side. Inhale up. Same thing to the left side, cactus arms. So moving back and forth here from side to side. Next time your turn to the right side, stay there. See if you can keep your hips square to the front. So twisting your upper spine and breathing. Inhale, arms overhead, and left side, same thing. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend here. Hips forward, bend your knees and fold in half. Uttanasana. So if you can, straighten your legs, otherwise keep your knees bent. Look forward, come halfway up with your torso, fingertips on the floor or hands on your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms in front of your heart center. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salute A. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold in half. Inhale, look forward. Fold, bend your knees, step or jump, plank, going through the first vinyasa. So if you need to, you can have your knees on the floor. Elbows comes back, upper arms parallel to the floor, and press to up dog. Shoulder blades together, press the tops of the feet together. Towards the floor, Inhale and exhale, use your core muscles and come over your toes, hips to the ceiling, down dog. Breathe. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Either walk or jump to the front. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms in front of your heart center. One more time. Inhale up, hinge at the hips. Calm down. Halfway up. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, step or jump. Plank. Go through your vinyasa with the knees on the floor if you need. And down dog. And if it's too much, you can always come down and do cobra instead, as we did in the beginning of the class, if it's too much with up dog. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump, forward, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms in front of your heart center. Sun Salute B, come down to chair pose. Weights towards your heels, engage your core, breathe. Fold in half. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Bend your knees. Step or jump back again. Plank and vinyasa. So really listen to your body. If you need to adjust, do so. And if you want to skip the vinyasa, you can do that too. Send your right foot on the inside of the right hand and turn the left heel in about 45 degrees. Coming up to warrior one. So hips are square to the front here. Take your time to get into the pose. Arms up. So the right knee is over the ankle. Should see the big toe, but not the little toe. Hands to the floor. Plank vinyasa. And up and down dog. Same thing on the other side. Stepping the left foot forward. Right heel in. Square your hips. Warrior two. Creating some heat in the body here. Hands to the floor. Plank vinyasa, or skip it and go to down dog. 4 breaths in down dog. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the front again. Halfway up. And come to chair. All the way up, slight back bend. Hands in front of the heart center. Chair. Fold in half, Uttanasana. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, step or jump. Go through vinyasa. Meet in down dog. Inhale and exhale, stepping into warrior one again. Right foot forward, hips square to the front. Hands to the floor. plank vinyasa. Down dog. Coming into warrior one, other side. Left leg forward this time. Hands to the floor, plank vinyasa. And end up in down dog. 4 breaths here. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the front. Sit down in chair right away. And all the way up, stand tall, hands in front of your heart center. Moving on, adding on stuff. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, step or jump again. Come back, plank, up dog or cobra, and down dog. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one again. So left heel in, hip squared. Interlacing your hands behind your back. Straighten your arms, shoulder blades together. So you're creating a little back bend here. Inhale and exhale to humble warrior. So torso come forward. You can place your right shoulder on your right knee or right shoulder on the inside of the knee, pressing your arms up and over. Breathe, breathe. Inhale, torso come halfway up. Turning the left shoulder to the ceiling. Straighten your arms. You can stay there or reach your arms overhead. Make sure you're still breathing. Coming all the way up, setting up warrior two. So if you need to, widen the stance. Your right knee is over your right ankle. Shoulders over your hips. Look over your right hand. From here, we are going to side angle pose. So variation, you can place your right forearm on your right thigh, other arm up. Another option, take your right fingertips on the inside of your right foot. You can stay there or take your left arm behind you. Maybe grab a hold of the right inner thigh. One more inhale and exhale here. Come all the way up again, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands and vinyasa, or go to down dog directly. Let's do left side. Left foot come forward, setting up warrior one. Remember to connect your breath with your movement. Interlacing your hands behind your back, straighten your arms, back bend, shoulder blades together. Really press that left foot into the floor here. Inhale and exhale, humble warrior. You know your options. Left shoulder on the left knee, left shoulder on the inside of the knee. Inhale halfway up with your torso. Turn your right shoulder to the ceiling. Straighten your arms, breathe. You can stay there with your arms or reach your arms overhead. A little bit more challenging. And come all the way up. Widen your stand. Set up your warrior two. Looking over their left hand. So really mindful of that left knee, so you're not buckling in. Extended side angle, your variation of it. And then do whatever you did on the other side. Maybe interlace your right hand behind your back this time and grab a hold of your left inner thigh. Two more breaths here. Slowly come up, warrior two, cartwheel your hands, plank and vinyasa. Maybe stay a few breaths in up dog here. And press to down dog. 4 breaths. And if you need to rest, you can always come down to child pose too. Tune into what your body needs. See where your thoughts are. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump to the front. Halfway up, look forward, exhale, fold. And inhale, reach out and up. Hands in front of your heart center. Good job, everyone. Let's do. Stand with your feet together, engage your core muscles, bending your right knee. Come up, grab hold of the knee. So option, you can hold the knee here. We're going to come out to the side. If you want to do a strap under your foot, you can do that. Or grab a hold of your right big toe. Straighten your leg in that case. Hips are square to the front. From here, you're opening up to the side or have the knee bent. Coming forward. Take your left hand on the knee, right arm behind you. If this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, maybe look back. If you have, if you have your right leg straight, you're coming here and looking back. Then everyone come to the front. Take a big step back with your right foot. We're coming in to warrior two again. Straightening your left knee. Triangle pose is next. Inhale and exhale. Forward with your left hand and come down. You can even use a block and place your left hand on here. And come up. Turn your left foot forward. So standing wide stand, feet parallel, or you can be pigeon toed. Fold forward, hands on the floor, and walk your hands forward. And then press your hips back. So kind of like a wide down dog here. Press your feet into the floor, relax your head, your jaw. Walk your hands in. So they're about under your head. Take your left hand to the floor, right arm to the ceiling, spinal twist. Coming down, either airplane arms or hands on your hips. If you have a back problem, press all the way up. Cartwheel your hands to the floor. Step forward. Feet hip width apart, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms in front of your heart center. Same thing, other side. Engage your core again. This time, left leg. Let's stand from the side here. So bending that left knee, grab a hold of the left big toe. Opening up the leg to your left side. Straight leg or bent knee. Come to the front again. Take your right hand on the outside of the foot if it's straight. Left arm comes back, look back, or bend your knee and look back. I'm gonna move to this side so you can see me here. And then take a big step back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, that's the right leg. And come into triangle. So your right hip comes back here. So your goal is to have your shoulders stacked. Don't worry how far down your right hand is here. And depending on your neck, you can look up or down. I think this is one of my favorite poses. Standing strong, and at the same time you have to open up. And slowly come all the way up. Turn your right foot in, wide stand again. Hinge at the hips, hands to the floor. Walk your hands in between your feet and relax your head here. Weight towards the balls of your feet. Get a good stretch in the back of your legs here. Elbows are bent. Relaxing your head, your jaw. Calming down your breath. Walking your hands forward. And this time, twisting to the left side. All the way down. Hands on your hips or airplane arms. Press yourself all the way up. Cartwheel your hands to the front. Coming forward. Halfway up. Fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, and palms in front of your heart center. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Hands on your heart, feet hip width apart. Close your eyes if it's comfortable. Just taking a very short pause here. And slowly open your eyes. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway up, arda utan axlarna. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees and walk back to plank. Hold it for a few breaths. And then down dog. Bending your right knee and stepping your right foot in between your hands. Coming into low lunge. So left knee is on the floor. Hips forward and the right knee over the right ankle. Maybe arms up, shoulders down. So really press forward the whole time with your hips here. Palms in front of your heart center. Twisting to the right side. So upper left arm on the outside of your right knee here. So see where your right elbow is pointing up. Working your inner organs here. One more breath here. And then come down. Left hand on the floor. Bend your left knee. If it hurts, your knee hurts, you can take your mat, maybe double it up or have your knee on a blanket or something. Let's see if you can grab a hold of the foot from the outside. From here, see if you can guide your foot closer to your bum here. So you probably feel this in the front of your left leg, quads. 2 more breaths here. Let go of your foot. Straighten your front leg, flex the foot. And then relax your head. So this time working your right leg, the back of it. Come up, bending your right knee again. Tuck your back toes, hands in front of you. Spring up. Left leg parallel to the floor. And then feet together. Fold in half. And inhale, come all the way up. Same thing, other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Fold in half. Walk to plank. Hold it. Breathe here. Use your core. And down dog. Low lunge next. So step your left foot forward, right knee on the floor, hips forward, arms up. Palms in front of your heart center. Twist to the left side this time. One more inhale and exhale here. And then place your right hand on the floor. This time bending your right knee. Grab a hold of the foot from the outside. And then guide the heel in. I know this is not accessible to everyone. Just do what you can. It's okay if you're a little uncomfortable, but no pain. And slowly, foot behind you on the floor again. Straighten the front leg, flex the front foot. Few breaths here, torso parallel to the floor. And then relax your head. And come forward, tuck your back toes, hands in front, and spring up. Right leg behind you, parallel to the floor. Take a few breaths here. And step your right foot in next to the right one, fold in half, and inhale all the way up. Palms in front of your heart center. Good job. Coming down to some floor work. First one, hero pose. So you want to have both sitting bones on the floor here. The first thing I usually do is take your calf muscles out. If your sitting bones are not on the floor, or if this is painful, you can use a block on the wide side and then sit on that one. Another option is to straddle a bolster. Well, this is one of those poses some people have really hard to get into and other ones really easy. Again, calf muscles out to the side. So you can sit here too. So wherever you are, take a few breaths in stillness. Sit on the floor. You can come all the way down, maybe forearm on the floor behind you. Or maybe all the way down. Don't force it. Just staying here for a few more breaths. If you're all the way down, forearms on the floor and press yourself up. And maybe come up to all fours, move around a little. Next one is Camel Pose. So knees about hip width apart. You can place your hand on your sacrum, shoulder blades together. Option one is to stay here, same time you're pressing your hips forward. You can look forward or let your head hang. Option two, a little bit more advanced. Tuck your toes and place your hands on your heels. Again, press your hips forward. Same head options. Or the more advanced, the third option, tops of the feet to the floor. And then hands on the heels again. Breathe here. Few more breaths. And to support your back, if you come up, hands on your sacrum and slowly come all the way up. Let's do rabbit pose as a counter pose. So sit down, grab a hold of your heels. If you're really sweaty, use a towel or something on your heels. Tuck your chin in and come down to a little ball here. Hips up, then straighten your arms, press forward. Two more breaths here. And then slowly come down and up. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Awesome job. Next one, boat pose. Some core work. Flesh out of your sitting bones. So you have a straight spine here. Hands under your knees. Thinking heart forward. See if you can take your feet off your floor, shins parallel to the floor, still breathing. Option one, stay here. Otherwise, let go of your knees. Third option, straighten your arms. Breathe, breathe. You can do this. Few more breaths here. Hands back on your knees, slowly come down. Feet hip width. Palms to the floor, fingers pointing forward, but shoulder width apart with your hands. Reverse tabletop. So send your hips up. You can look forward and let the head hang back. Really press into the floor with your hands and your feet and press your hips up. And slowly come down. Round two. Doing it a little bit different. Coming up to boat pose again. You can keep your knees bent this time. Arms out. Inhale here. Take your right arm back and forth. And then left arm back and forth. And just go here, back and forward all the time here. Working, breathing. Come on, a few more. Let's do two more on each side. Good job. Again, reverse tabletop. You can stay here, or option this time is to walk your feet forward, keeping both feet on the floor. I cannot do this. I always get cramp, so I will have my heels on the floor, and then straighten your legs, pressing your hips up again. Look forward. So either here or tabletop. And slowly come down. Ah, nice. Just roll from side to side. Two more breaths here. Hands under your knees, roll on your spine a few times. Come all the way up and over. Coming into pigeon pose. Usually I start in down dog. Seems to be an easier way to get into the pigeon pose, I think. Bending your right knee, come forward with your torso and your right knee, and then come down. So here the key is to have your hips squared to the front. If both sitting bones, or actually if your right sitting bone does not come down, you can use, depending on how tight you are, some of you may need a block or a book. Some of you may just need a bolster over here, under here, not a bolster, a blanket. And then your right knee or right foot, you can guide that, again, depending on how open you are. Some of you may have your shin parallel to the front. Some of you may have the heel in more. So you can stay up here for a few breaths. Some of you may want to come forward. You can even rest on a bolster if you want. So really see if you can rest, relax your muscles as much as possible here, even if you feel tight. As I usually say, don't push too much, find your edge. And when your body relaxes, it will invite you to get deeper. When it's ready, may not be today. Two more breaths here. Hands to the floor after that, and press yourself up. Take your back leg and swing it forward and over. So again, you want both sitting bones on the floor. If that doesn't happen, extend your right leg and flex your right foot. Sitting tall. Then take your left hand behind you, right arm up. Inhale, exhale, and twist to the left side. Looking back. So you're trying to stack, so one shoulder is forward and the other shoulder is back. Same time working those inner organs. Really good for digestive system. Some of you might want to go even further. You can take your right arm in between, or well, not in between, in front here of your left leg, and then take the other hand behind you, so grabbing on. And slowly come forward, down dog again. Walk it out if you want. Loosening up those hips. Ready for next side. Left leg forward. Maybe use a blanket or block under that left side. And even look back leg is straight. Stay up here or come down. Maybe on your forearms or in a bolster, maybe forehead to the floor. Come to stillness and breathe. Relax your muscles. Two more breaths here. And then press yourself up. Right leg forward and over. Both sitting bones on the floor. This is too much. Extend your left leg and flex your left foot. From here, right hand behind you. So make sure the hand is close to your body so you're not leaning back. Inhale, exhale, and twist to the right side. And slowly come forward. Shake it out. Back on your, lay down here. Roll up to a little ball. Plow pose, next one. This is also a pose that I know some have a hard time with. If that's the case, you can just have your legs up and flex your feet. Still has a good effect here. Just stay here. If you want to go further, hands on the floor, use your core, press your legs, your feet over your head, and then start walking your hands up your back. Once you're here, don't move your head to the side or anything. And create some space in between your chin and your chest. Another thing to think about, you don't want your elbows splaying out too much either. Breathe here, you can do Barbie toes. If you've been in the pose for a few breaths, sometimes you can move your hands even further up. Stay here for a few more breaths. Blood flowing from your feet up to your heart, easier. You can even feel that restriction in the back of your throat when you're in this pose. From here, maybe see if you can take your right leg behind you. Maybe your right toes even come to the floor and then the left foot. So for you, if you're not on with your feet on the floor, that's fine. It may look like something like that. You can have your hands in your sacrum. Otherwise, if you're all the way over, even with bent knees it works. Stay here, pressing your hands into the floor. Again, don't move your head. I know if I'm in this pose, sometimes I can get a nauseated feeling. If you do, just back out. It's different days. Two more breaths here. And then use your hands as brakes and slowly come down with the whole back on the floor until your legs are perpendicular to the floor. Then you can use your core muscles and slowly come down. Maybe hover your feet above the ground a few breaths. And hug it out. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. One more time. Let's go to happy baby. Take your feet on the outside, bending your knees. Ultimately, you want your ankles over your knees in this pose, and make sure the whole back is on the floor. You can be in stillness here, pressing your feet down. A few breaths here. Stay there, or maybe rock from side to side. And let go of your feet. Supine twist today. Bending your right knee into the chest, left knee extends. Right arm out to the side, look over to the right side, and guide your left knee over to the left side. Nice spinal twist. So working on getting both shoulders on the floor here. And maybe one day your right knee would be on the floor too, or maybe it is already. And come over and switch legs, left knee in. Really press your knee down here. Left arm out to the side, look over to the left, and guide the knee over to the right side. And come to the middle, roll up, short breathing, pranayama before we go to resting, calming ourselves down even more and grounding into the floor. Close your eyes if it's comfortable. Inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Exhale 7. Inhale 4. And exhale 8. And of course, if this is too much, just adjust to what works for you. Do one more set, doubling up the exhale compared to the inhale. So inhale 4 and exhale 4 if it's comfortable. And then back to normal breathing in and out through your nose. Be mindful. How does this feel in your body? Where's your mind, your thoughts? If you want to continue and sit and meditate in seated position, you can do that. For the rest, come down on the floor to Savasana. Feet hip width or wider, let your feet hang out to the sides. Arms about 45 degrees from your body, palms facing up, chin slightly tucked. Normal breath in and out through your nose. Just be present, relaxing your body. Mind is still present. Don't force anything or imagine that the breath should be a certain way or you should have certain thoughts or no thoughts at all. Wherever you are is perfectly fine. Sure, the space in between your eyebrows are relaxed. your jaw, your hands, feet, the whole body. Start deepening, lengthening your breath, and bring your awareness back to the here and now. Wiggle your toes and fingers. And press yourself to the right side, resting on the upper right arm. Take a few breaths there. When you're ready, with your eyes still closed, come up to seated, comfortable position. Scan your body. Pay attention to how your skin feels, the energy inside you and on the skin. Mindfulness. Bring it to your thoughts too. Perhaps our purpose is not a grand accomplishment, but a small kindness that we don't think much of, that changes the life of another. You're here for a reason, and someone needs your light today. Every action and interaction in your life has meaning. Journey through this day mindfully, humbly, and kindly. Palms together, fingertips to the third eye, in between your eyebrows. Thank you for being here, practicing with me today. Have a beautiful rest of this day. Namaste.